Greetings and welcome, brothers and sisters. How beautiful it is that you are here with us, shining in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and I am here together with many beings of divine love to help you grasp higher truth, to help you ascend to higher spaces, to help you feel truth within you, and to help you climb up the ladder of spiritual truth and spiritual height so that you can see the beauty of all of existence. For when you reach those levels, dear brothers and sisters, you will see a great wealth of knowledge, and you will receive great amounts of power within you. And this evening, we will give you a grand feast of higher understanding of how to reach deeper power within you, so that you can truly begin to claim your power and to stand in your light. For this is the time when divine consciousness is coming upon your plane, not only to reach a few people, but to reach the masses, so that many people can learn to grasp higher truth, so that they can stand together united as one, and they can claim their power in. And it is at that time when you will see great change happening upon your plane. So we say each time, welcome to all those who desire love consciousness to be within their hearts. Welcome all those who desire to have peace and love upon your earth. For when you dwell in this greatness, and when you feel the love within you, this is when you will shine in the light. So we welcome you to these spaces, and how wonderful it is that you have joined us here in the physical room, here at this time, and also when you see this recording on the web a little bit later on. We welcome you as one group together, and we help you to stand united, understanding that these divine truths are so important, not only for you to hear within your ears, but for you to feel within your heart. For your heart speaks of truth, and you will feel these teachings, and you will feel our love within your heart. And when your heart feels it, friends, you feel truth. And truth is so important because each person carries it within. And the old souls are hearing the truth, and they are feeling it within their hearts, and they are feeling their awakening, and they are awakening to their deep love. And when you awaken to your deep love, this is when you ascend into your greater glory. Isn't that a beautiful way to start off the evening? I will allow myself to step back for a moment to allow Sarah, Pleiadian High Priestess, to come through for you, to give you a blessing. And she loves coming through for the people, as the Pleiadians have a vital role to play in your evolution and in your awakening. And the more you awaken, the more they will bring their truths and their teachings to planet Earth for the people to awaken to their greater glory. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Akomoha Halima. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. I always love coming through, because when the hearts are here ready to receive angelic and Pleiadian love, we are ready to give you many blessings. On our plane, on the Pleiadian realms, we always say, happy is the one who feels the love from the angels. For when the angels dwell in your heart, your happiness is great. And we as Pleiadians of love will say to you, our hearts are great with love from the angels. And the more that we sit in the light with the angels, the more the angels rejoice with our being, and the more our hearts become warmed with love, and the more our power also grows within us. And when our power grows within us, we feel the love even more, and we also evolve into greatness. So we are helping you to understand how important it is to connect within the heart and to connect within your strength. For when you feel your strength rising within you, you feel your pride returning to your race. And when you feel proud to be you, you feel the greatness. And this is when your greater knowledge and your greater wisdom will become a stronger part of you. When you feel the greatness within your heart, you will feel the wisdom rising. I will bring to mankind a beautiful blessing from the Pleiadian realms to mankind. Shiana kina una hia kina hui, yana kina hui, shiana kina kuna hui na kui, shina kana hui hui, hui hia kina hui, hia shina kuna hui. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. Greetings. Greetings and welcome once more. I have returned. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, highest Lord over all of existence. And I am here to bring the teachings from the divine source, from the divine Father who is in the greatest heavens. And at this time it is so important to help you understand how it was prophesied that my coming would return once more. When would it be that you will rise again, the people asked. And again I shall state here, like I have done in many other teachings, It is when the people would desire the light so much, and when they would be ready for my return. It is when the hearts would awaken to the light, and the hearts would say, Master, I am ready. And many prophecies were given about this time. And look, because the hearts have asked, because the many people wanted to awaken to higher truth, the great Master returned. And it is with this we say to you, welcome to all those who are awake to this time and who are carrying their torches of light. For you have stayed awake, and you have seen the beginning of the rising of the great Master. Who is it? It is myself as Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. I always work through channels, and I will not work with any other channel other than Susanna Maria Emmanuel, for she is my designated channel. 2,000 years ago, I worked with another channel, and you all know this man so well. And he was my channel, my faithful channel. And he brought the teachings through from the great Master. And so the people were so happy to hear these teachings. And again it is upon your earth. Again the ears will hear. And again the hearts will feel. For these words, they are familiar to you. These teachings you know so well. And these teachings are here to help you feel the light within you, so that you feel the strength rising within you, so that you understand that you are a beautiful, beautiful being. And we see you as that, brothers and sisters. And we desire to help you to understand your strength, your power, and to stand in your glorified self, so that you feel spirit within you flowing, so that you become free and you are set free. And this is so important in your time also. And like in the ancient times, people were afraid there as they are afraid here. So many people live in fear. Every day they live in fear. Every day they worry about life. They may worry about their job, or their house, or their future, or their retirement, or their friends, or their family. And we desire to help you to step out of your fear so that you can feel your greatest strength within you rising, so that you become an unlimited being. And when you find that great self, you are able to step above your fears, and you are able to bring in all the glory into your beautiful lives. And this is the time, friends, when you begin to awaken to your greater strength, and you will be able to bring change, not only to your individual lives, not only to your communities, but you will also learn how to stand collectively and to bring change to your world. And isn't this a magnificent thought in itself? Imagine if you could step out of your fear right now. And imagine if you could bring in so much light into your being and you could say, I am so glorified and my I am presence is one with me as I am one with my I am. And I stand here in all holiness. And I bring in the power now to bring in the wisdom and my divine greatness to bring change to whatever it is in your beautiful life. And imagine then witnessing it. And imagine being a being that had no fear, but that walked in full trust, knowing that whatever it was that you claimed in would work for you. How would you like to learn to do that? Imagine all the possibilities that you could do in your beautiful life. Just in your life alone, what is it that you would want to change? If you stepped out of your fear into the full trust, could you think of many things that you would like to claim in for yourself? Do you have that self-love to understand what it is that you would need and want in your life to move ahead in your evolution? And it is an interesting thought that I bring to you, because as soon as I begin to say, what is it that you would like to bring change to, you are thinking about your families, your community, your country, your world. But what about you, friends? Because everything always begins with the flows of yourself. When you set yourself free from limitation, you can bring greater change not only to your own lives, but to the lives of your people, your friends, your families, your communities, the world. Can you please open your mind to this high thought? And these are high thoughts. And when we bring high thoughts to your beautiful minds, they allow you to expand your thinking, because thinking is so important in your process of your evolution. When you think high thoughts, it expands your mind and it gives you greater power already with a higher thought. Higher thought has higher vibrational flows than lower thoughts. Lower thoughts do not work very well for you at all, other than returning pain into your life. When you work with high thoughts and you constantly bring them in, that is what you will experience. That is a big lesson in itself, friends. Percentage-wise, how much do you consider your beautiful high thoughts to be per day? And in the next few days, I'm going to encourage you to think about this. What is the percentage? And then I'm going to encourage you as a divine master to up the game. And perhaps you can choose to do meditation and only consider high thoughts. Only consider high thoughts so that these high thoughts can bring you greater harmony in your beautiful life. When you have greater harmony, you have greater power. And it's that power that is not an arrogant power, but it is a beautiful, loving power. It is a power that is constantly forgiving of all that has hurt you and all that has hurt the human race, so that all can be forgiven into the greatness. That's when you will access your higher power. It is for the one who stays in the anger zone, who stays in the lower thoughts, that they will receive only that back into that life. And that is not the power that we are talking about, friends. We want to help you access higher power, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. But how do you receive that? Do you receive that by being small with your thinking? No, you can access it when you are in the higher thoughts, which means that all the lower thoughts must be let go. And that is so important. These are not new teachings, friends. These are old teachings. But the teachings must be thought about, because as the people back in Jesus' times also needed to learn forgiveness, the people in these days also need to learn forgiveness. Because the more you focus upon pain and war and agony and sickness, look what it's done to your people, friends. Has it solved the issues upon your earth? Has it created less pain, less sickness, less food shortages? No. Look at your world. It has created more of it. Look how the children of your world learn the pain at such a young age. And they talk about it with their small little mouths. Is that correct? Or should they be talking about love and great thoughts? For even the small mind, such as children, they have great minds if they are allowed to experience higher thoughts, higher inventions, higher ways of love. But instead, they learn about the killing and the war, and that brings fear into their hearts already, and they begin to dwell in it. What happened to the soldiers when they got killed? What happened to the people when they got gassed? What happened to the people when they needed to flee? And this is all in the minds of the young people today that haven't actually gone through the experiences. So the fear continues. So the anger continues. So the sickness continues. So the earthquakes continues. And so the storms become more violent because the consciousness of mankind is violent, and Gaia feels it. And she shows it, and then the people become more angry hungry. Why the tsunamis? Why the earthquakes? Why the dying? Why are the trees dying? Why are the seas dying? It's because it's reflecting the consciousness of mankind. Again, we go to that part. It starts with the individual. It starts with realizing how important forgiveness is. It starts with you, and it starts with your very heart. For when you lift out of the fear consciousness into the greatness, you are able to tap into higher consciousness and higher power and higher wisdom and higher knowledge, higher intelligence. And this is what you are striving for. How do we stop the wars? How do we stop the dying? How do we stop Earth from being so violent? How do we stop the young ones from getting so sick? Well, this is where you begin. This is the part you play, is by your forgiveness. Let everything go of the past, friends. Let it go. The lessons have been learned. Let go of the war times. Let go of the sicknesses. Let go of the food shortages. Keep forgiving it. Keep allowing your consciousness to be cleansed in the light. For when you do that, you can truly stand in your light and you can say, I am glorified by my I am presence. And I stand in union with my I am. For there is the power and there is the holiness. And as my I am is unified with me on this plane, I am being glorified. I am cleansed in the light. And I am feeling the love. When people awaken to the beauty of the love, it is then that they begin to understand the power of it. For we are incredibly powerful, friends, and we are so real, and we want to help you so much. But we cannot step into your evolution and stop you from doing your wars and stop you from creating trouble into your own lives. Why? Because it would go against the universal laws of not giving your freedom. And I, in previous lessons, have taught you so much about the gift of freedom. For in the gift of freedom you understand the gift of love and the gift of pain. And when you can understand the gift of pain and you shift away from the pain, you stand in your greater power. And when you stand in your greater power, you become powerful. And we cannot give that gift to you unless you step into it yourself, and at that time we can make you powerful. But it is you who needs to choose first. So this whole time of the awakening is about awakening that strength and that love within you to help you understand that you are not a weak being, but that you are powerful within your own being, and that you can truly step into this power to create change, not only for your own lives, but also for your families, your friends, your communities, your countries, and your world. So we have to keep up the guidance then, because we can do that. We can give you guidance. We can share with you how powerful you are, but we cannot step into your evolution. That is for you to do. And once you do this together, you will understand the great gift that the universe has given you, because you can truly step into it and truly claim it then. That's for you to claim. That's for you to stand into. That's for you to take. And that's for you to be truly in the pride of being able to say, we are a new awakened race, standing in the holiness of the light. Imagine for a moment if you could do that as a people, even if it's not all of mankind, but as people who love the light together. Imagine if you could step into that together as a collective consciousness of lovers of light. Imagine for a moment if you saw your friends and you stated that at the same time, and then you could truly feel the love coming through you, and you all cried with great joy because you know the light so well, because you are from the light. And this is what we are helping you to open up to. And at that time, such a greatness will come upon the plane that all pain and fear will leave this plane, because your love and your unified trust in each other will become so great that the great ones can truly bless you and bring all their love to your plane that you can hold, to do away with all those things. These are the same teachings as the people heard in Jesus' time. Can you imagine for a moment the people being gathered around this beautiful man called Jesus? And to them he was just a man, but he spoke of wisdom and of truth. And when he said to the people, "Silence, please," because he could not bring through the truth without the silence in the crowd. And there were those of his friends that sat at the front, and they got up and they said to the crowd, which at times were in their hundreds and hundreds, and they went like this, "Silence, please." And the whole group stood together, unified, silently, waiting for this beautiful man to stand up and begin to speak. And who did they hear? Who was it they heard? Well, they heard about the Divine Father, and he always talked about the great kingdom. They knew the name Emmanuel very, very well in those days. And they always said, Emmanuel is with Jesus. Emmanuel lives with Jesus. And there were many people who said, "Who is Emmanuel? I can't see Emmanuel. You must be seeing a being that I cannot see." And so they had much fun in those days as well. But when he spoke with conviction, and he spoke with truth in his heart. And he always said, "Open your heart to the greatness of the light. For when you see the heart opened and the light is flowing within you, you will feel the truth within you, and the truth will set you free. Fear not, little ones, fear not. For no one can take the truth away from you. No one can do that. You have all the keys within you to open yourself up deeper into the wisdom of the light. For the light is always with you, and when you open up the treasures of the heavens, then the wisdom will flood within your being, and you will say, the Father has glorified me as I am glorified with the Father. And these were the same teachings as you are having at this time. He always spoke about the forgiveness. And they were a very angry people, friends. Very angry against their leaders, who were always telling them what to do. They had so many laws, and they had so many things they needed to do. And to them it was terrifying if they went against these laws. You might be asking me, Lord Emmanuel, what does this have to do with us in this lifetime? I say as a divine master, everything. Because as they were in their fear, the people today are also in their fear. Perhaps you do not understand these same laws, but your government and your world and the people that you are with also put fears into place for you to live in until you begin to understand that you are the ones that can set yourselves free, and you can step into power together and bring in greater love and peace. And this is why the leaders in those days did not like this channel, because they said Jesus is rebellious and he's going against the leaders. But Jesus was a channel, and he brought through the teachings of the Great One. And Jesus always said, be in the forgiving people. Forgive all your pain, for the pain weakens you, and it will keep you into your fear, and it will keep you limited. Here the Father is giving teachings to help you to become free, to help you to claim your land again. And the land back then was very important to them. And to claim your lives as freedom beings, so that you can truly step into your freedom. Always pay what they want you to pay. When the tax collectors come, you give them what they are asking for. Do not worry about your own needs, because everything will be provided for by the Father, who is always willing to give you everything. And so he taught them how to trust. And the tax collectors put heavy burdens upon them, just like in your lands here. And he taught them to trust the universe, to bring the burdens to the Father, and to allow the Father to bring everything in their lives. Those people back then saw the great benefits, and they saw the light as their deeper hearts. They were awakened, and they could feel the light returning back into them, and it was so great for them. And they began to heal others and to teach others about the sacred truths that they had been listening to. They learned the power of forgiveness, and they learned to forgive, and they learned the more they forgave others, the more they received, the more their vegetation became abundant, the more they received all the treasures, even not only from the heavens, but also from the earth. And they felt so beautified in that power. And there are many stories that I am telling you today as Divine Master, Universal Lord, Emmanuel the Great, that you cannot find in your scriptures, because much of it was not written down. But these were the lives. These were some of the experiences of back then. You two are learning so much from these experiences. You are learning now the power of forgiveness. The more you forgive in your life, the greater the blessings will come upon your earth and into your life. The more you let go, the more the freedom will be part of you. The more you let go, the more the greater treasures will be revealed to you. Let go of your anger. Let go of your pain. Let go of your hatred. Let go of all that has been limiting you and learn to step in to the unlimited self. For the unlimited self is within your very reach now, and it is for you to walk into. It is for you to grasp. It is there, so we can guide you to that. So then from an unlimited point of view, you can bring through everything that you need, not only for your own lives, not only for the lives of your families, not only for the lives of your friends, not only for the lives of your country, but also for the lives of your world. Isn't that a beautiful gift that you can give to the people? So at this time, I will say to you, as a beautiful being of divine light, have you not learned so much? Have you not opened to higher thoughts? Have you not seen the greatness that is within everyone and within yourself? For you can do all this and more. And when you reach that stage of standing together, then more gifts will be revealed to you. And you will truly become glorified by the light. And you will truly say, the light has returned upon our plane, and it will never leave the earth again. Imagine that for a moment. Imagine that beautiful thought. Just imagine, and you're already bringing it to your plane. I thank you so very much for being in my attendance, for allowing me to speak to your heart, for allowing me to speak to your children through you being here, for allowing me to speak to your people wherever they are, for allowing me to speak to the world because of your presence. I, as Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, welcome you again next week. I shall let you go now to allow Cryon to address you. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.